Today we have a wonderful quote from T.E. Lawrence that we've been sharing this week, which is all about dreaming. And the quote is as follows from T.E. Lawrence: "All men dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night in the dusty recesses of their minds wake up in the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men," and I'm going to add, and women, "for they may act their dreams with open eyes to make it possible." They might act on their dreams with open eyes to make it possible. And this is really where it gets so interesting, is that acting out of our dreams. But how do we do that? How do we get there? So I want to tell you about a little activity that we did recently in my Morpheus Genius Experience group that meets once a month, and amongst other things that we do together. And we did this little activity where we took it 3.5 hours. We spend an hour and a half. We have a half-hour break. We spend an hour and a half. And in the first hour and a half, we did something very simple. We said, "What do you want?" And people had an opportunity then to share what they wanted. And they did this in a breakout group, and they came back and we did a debrief, and it turned out to be quite an emotional exercise, because I don't think we often tell other people what we want. I don't think we name our needs. I don't think we name our desires. And many people had not really done an exercise like that out loud before. In fact, I would say in my coaching experience, very often I come across people who do not know what they want. All they know is that they don't want what they've got. And so we spoke about that, in fact. We spoke about this idea of we can say what we want, but instead we keep saying what we have, which perpetuates us having what we have and not getting into what we want. So the idea of this session was that we then went into, so why do we stop ourselves? What do we say that gets in the way? What do we keep talking about on our day-to-day that keeps creating more and more of that? And then we went on after the break, and we had another session, and we said, okay, let's play Wouldn't It Be Nice If? Wouldn't it be nice if? And there's a beautiful story, a backdrop story of Eric Edmeades playing this game with his wife when he was busy shifting his career, and just how dramatically it put things in motion. And, I'm starting to play this game with some of my friends. Wouldn't it be nice if? And certainly my clients are playing this game. Wouldn't it be nice if? But then we finally went to a fourth level. And where the fourth level was this: what if you are the answer to somebody else's prayer or somebody else's dream? And you holding back on your dream could be not allowing their dream to be fulfilled. And so that's what we're talking about in this conversation. And so I want to invite you to dream. And maybe just a simple thing is, yes, I have those 4 questions, which is, what do you want? What do you keep speaking over yourself that actually is perpetuating your current circumstances? Wouldn't it be nice if? Play that game. And finally, what if you are the answer to somebody else's prayer? Which, by the way, turned out to be quite an emotional session as well. How do you do that, and what do you do? So I've given you the 4 things, but what I'd love you to do is, once you know what you want or what you dream about or whatever your dream might be, make sure you put it in writing and you share it with your tribe. And what do I mean by your tribe? I don't necessarily mean blood relatives or not. I mean your tribe are the people who believe in your uniqueness, in what you are bringing to the world. That's who you want to bring that to. And so that's my invitation to you, is dream it, write it down, and share it. Don't keep it to yourself, because it's in the sharing that somehow it gains life. And that's when us dreamers by day become dangerous. And I bet you're dangerous. What are you dreaming about that is so dangerous that it could change the world, that it could leave a legacy?